Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today it's time for another episode of Cities Skylines. Heck yeah! In the previous episode we have reached a population over 50,000, but today I want to reach even more. We have a couple of spaces where I intend to set up a couple of residential areas. However, in between the episodes I had to do some traffic fixing, and it's exactly what I've done. I've done things like adding different transits such as these, so vehicles going to the industrial area don't need to use the same intersection as other travelers. Now, I did run into a very big issue right here, but I think I solved it more or less elegantly. It's not perfect yet, I still have to do some sorting out. But what I essentially did is I made sure that all of the vehicles actually go into the respective lane they need to. You can see they are being forced to stay on the same lane, and therefore they are already on the lane they need to be in the end. And that allows me to actually fill up this area pretty quickly. And of course I also had to do traffic lights. So this is the first intersection that actually benefits from traffic lights. You can see I let the vehicles accumulate right here, preferably on all of the lanes, but at the moment that is still an issue. Of course, also these guys only really use 2 lanes. But using a traffic light, I managed to actually get more vehicles through because they weren't getting into each other's way while changing the lane. So I'm pretty happy with that. The traffic only clogs up, well, it does actually clog up right here as well. So I had to install another traffic light so it doesn't give a mess right here. But I think this was actually not as useful, so maybe we delete this again, because most of these guys actually use the right lane. Yeah, I think that is a little bit better, and so more vehicles can accumulate while they have red. Yeah, they're filling up nicely. And so that is the current situation at the moment. We still have a profit margin of around 4,000, but it is degrading a little bit, I have to say. Another thing that I did off camera is I installed a couple of rocks, etc. right here to fill up these areas and make them look a little bit more interesting. There's even a cave of some sorts, and I just see that maybe the plant life here looks a little bit weird, I have to admit. The new city part we built at the end of the previous episode is actually performing pretty nicely, I have to say. We also have a ton of people using mass transit. If we look at this, we have around 7,000 people per week at the moment. Now let me actually think about something else. We could install a train station right here and then maybe make a pedestrian pathway to the subway. I kind of like the idea. Let's go ahead and do that. Train station right here, and of course there's not really a good space. Let me actually do it right here. I think that's pretty nifty. And then all we have to do is kind of go above here. Ah, come on, let me do this. Maybe we can go below. Yeah, I'm just gonna go below right here and then up again. Perfect. And we're going to connect with this guy first of all and with this guy second of all. Yeah, there we go. I like it. Pretty smooth connections so far. Now, of course, we could also go ahead and move over the highway right here. Go down again and then kind of hook up with this track as well, just in case some trains want to use this route. Let me try one more thing traffic-wise here. What if we added a traffic light right here? Then maybe this would be a little bit smoother. You can see I also made a way so vehicles going back into the industry will not actually use this intersection right here. I'm not entirely sure that actually helped. It looks a little bit worse, if anything. Let me remove that light again and see how it develops now. It's just that they get into each other's way the entire time. So maybe there's actually a way to connect this ramp right here after the intersection. Let me actually try this out. This could help. Let me tell you, the detail work you can do in City Skylines is incredible. So let's see, I would be doing something like that. Is this connecting? Oh man, it's kind of hard to see. Let me try this again. We go right there and then we move across here. Yeah, looking good. And we now want to connect to... Ah, come on. Oh no. It's getting worse and worse. Okay, though, we could do something else. I mean, people going on this street, they either want to go straight and use this street, or they want to go to the left and use this highway. Or actually, they might want to go through here, but this should still be possible. Let's actually go ahead and do something like that. We're gonna connect this one up. Yeah. And then we're also gonna connect this one up. I'll have to delete a couple of trees here. This does not look realistic. Hold on, this is the wrong type of street. I wanted to use a normal ramp. Let me see, one way with sound barrier. That's what I wanted to use. So there you go. Fortunately enough, it's easily upgraded. How about that? So now these guys are not using the same street as those guys. Let's actually unpause and just observe this for a little bit. Maybe we will have to make a couple of adjustments using the Move It mod, just to give it that nice realistic look somehow. Yeah, looking better. Let me remove those guys and we should be good. Okay, though now I created another intersection right here, which is really bad. I did not think about that. And I have vehicles disappearing right here. Sometimes this happens if they have nowhere to go. Yeah, this really made things worse, if you ask me. Okay, this was a really bad idea. Let me reverse that. Alright guys, I think I figured it out. All I have to find is a connection to here somehow. Let's do that, and then I want to swap this around. So now people coming from here can either use this way to go back to the industry, or they take a little turn right here in order to get into this intersection. And now they can decide where to go actually. Let me see, what is this? Okay, so my connections here have been removed. Let's see, we want to go either this way or we want to go into either of these lanes. And then right here we want to go either here or we go straight. I want people to line up where they need to go already, way before that point. And these people can also go into the industry, everyone can go to the other side. Yeah, I think we're doing better like this. Now this probably looks really weird. Yeah, there we go. We cannot leave it like that. Yeah, that's pretty much alright with me. That's probably what I wanted to see. I wanted this traffic to flow flawlessly. And so right now it's a little bit better, but still crazy. There we go. It's actually getting better, except that a lot of vehicles are despawning. That's not good. But you guys can go everywhere you want. What are you complaining about? This is a little bit crazy. Let me actually do a traffic wipe just to see everything from scratch. Sometimes this can really help you identify what's wrong with despawning vehicles. Could be that they were still, you know, on the road from before. They just took a really long time to get where they wanted. And now that I've done the changes, they are not happy anymore. This also despawned all of my bosses, so theoretically it's probably not good. Still 5,000 a week. Yeah, I think we were at 7,000 before, weren't we? But it's gonna get back to normal very soon. Now, my new train station is not doing very well, so probably we have to hook it up to the traffic, etc. Let's go ahead and build a pathway, pedestrian pathway. Actually, they can just walk around here to the subway, right? But maybe it would be nice for them to have direct access. So we could do something, let me see. Pedestrians go right here, and then we can do an underpass if we wanted to. Go right there, possibly, and then all the way back up to... Can we go? Oh, come on. Let's try to start from here. How far do I have to go? Until this point. Okay, so now this should be easy to hook up, right? Just do me the favor. Yes. Okay. Pedestrian pathway is finally working. They have direct access to the train station, and hopefully they're gonna be happy about it. Not sure how many people are using trains even. I mean, passenger service last week 0, but that could have something to do with my traffic cleaning. The traffic is back to normal right now. Yeah guys, I'm not sure how much building we can do today, because there's just so much stuff that I have to take care of. And if you just keep on building and building and don't solve the traffic issues, then it's just getting worse, right? What about my industry? Most of the buildings here are now actually upgraded to their maximum, which is great, because I have a very educated city. We have like only 7% uneducated. That's pretty insane. What about the traffic right here? This does not look optimal if you ask me. What is their problem? And this is just a one-way. Maybe we could add a two-way here, make this better. Two-way, one-way, there we go. Yes, and this curve is too steep, of course. There we go. I managed to do it. And oh, what did I do? No, swap this again. Okay, so now we should be able to distribute them a little bit better. If I tell them to go, let me see, you go right there. Or right there. You also go right here, and then you guys, you can take this one or that one actually. And you guys can take this one, and you can also take that one. Or that one, I guess. But that shouldn't be necessary, because everyone coming from here should go straight. So there we go. You can see now it's much more fluent already. I just love Traffic Manager. What would I do without it? Good. Okay, let's actually add another district. Why the heck not? We had Cherry Hills in the previous episode. My ore is actually doing fine. There's no particular demand for anything, really. I mean, medium demand just means that the city is willing to grow, but they don't really need anything if it's just balanced, right? Can I see, like, my employment rate? What would that be? There's just too many icons. Population, maybe we can see it here. Oh, I have more deaths than births per week. Jeez. People employed 25,000, so only 50% employment rate, or what? No, unemployment rate is 3%. That's like better than in any part of the real world, right? I'm not sure. Is there a city in the world with less unemployment? But we are essentially thriving, I would say, pretty much. Let's actually see. Can we purchase more tiles? Yes, indeed. I'm actually tempted to open up this area, though this one would be nice. Yeah, let's actually do this one, and we are going to introduce a bunch of ferries. I like that idea, so maybe we can start another city district right here, but I want to redo the entire highway, so I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna do that off camera. Maybe we start adding a district right here, and we add a couple of ferries. Why the heck not? You know, we haven't used boats for anything just yet. Let's open... Oh no, I cannot open up this one as well. So we have to go for the next milestone first, which is 65,000 people. Alright, that's fine with me. Now that traffic is flowing here again, I was thinking about adding another way out here. But I kind of want to fill this up with a nice little area. Just residential, low density essentially. And maybe it's not a bad idea to also hook these guys up here. I mean, we could make an on-ramp, for instance, and we could start going over here, for instance, right there, and then straight into the highway. And maybe we actually make this a two-way highway, at least up to maybe this point, and right here. We also want a way to get out, so something like that should help. And this one here really only needs to go to the right, I think. And this one here, of course, straight. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay, so this already helps to lower the vehicles on the other side. So maybe we find a way to hook it up to this highway as well. Shouldn't be too hard in my opinion. We could go up right here, for instance. Go up a little bit and then move over even more, and then move down. Something like that. So people can also use this in order to turn around and use the other highway. Last but not least, we need a way to get onto this street, so we could do the same thing but underground. Let's do it right here. Gonna page down. Yes, that's actually perfect. Go up to here and then take a curve up until we can connect. Right there. How about that? It's kind of a funny looking interchange, but as soon as we add a couple of these trees, we should be better. So maybe let me do that very briefly. I just want to fill up a little bit of this area. Alright, there we go. That's pretty much perfect. As of this point, we can build the other district. And I think we have our interchanges, distributed nicely. Traffic is accumulating here a little bit more again, but all of these darned emergency vehicles. They just freaking don't know how things work. Anyways, it's time to set up the districts. I would like to have a circle-ish pattern for this one. So maybe we go with a nice street with trees right there. And we want to have our guidance. Let me see. What is going to be the center? Probably right here. We need to make this very small. So maybe only half a circle, something like that. I need to do it into the other direction, of course. So right there and right... Come on. Right there and right here. Perfect. Very small circle. I like it. We drag a street up to this point and do this for all of the sides. And then I guess we do one more connection, but this time it's going to be a two-way street. So let me see, we need to drag this all the way up to the other street before we take the curve. Oh man, I just love the integration of precision engineering into the vanilla game. Good, and then I guess we're going to do this one more time. Yeah, this is just enough space before the highway actually starts. And we can do that and that. Perfect. Right here it is a little bit close, but it's still enough space, you know? So I eyeballed it about right. Yes, I like that. Now, the connection is gonna be right here. So let's go with, let me see, a normal street, maybe with some grass. And we want to go right there with a little curve. That should be fine. Let's make sure we have all of the services needed, first of all. That includes police, etc. The garbage collection actually doesn't look too shabby, but I'm still going a little bit out here. Let me see. I would like to do the same thing, but on the other side. So maybe if we go right here, I think we can even connect to the train, actually. And then we move approximately to here and have our incineration plants. We probably only need one for this one. Just one single measly incineration plant. Perfect. We need medical services, so a crematorium. We're gonna have one. Can I have it? Yeah, I can have it right there. We're also gonna have a cemetery, even though it's probably not necessary, but still, I want it right there. Oh, this one does not have any water. We also want a clinic. The clinic is gonna be more in the center, maybe right there. We're also gonna have a fire station naturally on the other side. A police station, let's have that a little bit on the outside, maybe right there. And then schools, of course. We want school right there. High school right here. And let me see, university is covered more or less. I'm gonna wait with the university. What's this actually? Technology Institute. Though we could have the Technology Institute here. Maybe in a way so you can see it from the highway. Why the heck not? That could be cool. Right here actually is a nicer spot. I like that. So we have now a Technology Institute. Yes. Let's add a whole bunch of residential here. Let me see. First, the commercial. Low density. We want to fill up all of the centerpieces here. Let me actually go to a brush. Maybe this one. And then we're gonna do one of these squares with the commercial. And the rest can be low residential. So let's do that. We are in the minus with our money at the moment. Some people right here are not gonna be happy with the noise pollution, but what you gonna do? They can complain all they want. Good. One more thing we need to take care of, and these are parks. A floating cafe would be great, and I want it right there, and it needs to be hooked up to a street, I guess. How do I do that? Okay, maybe we build this somewhere else then. We can have it right here, and this should make it easier to connect it. Beautiful. We also have a fishing island, and that is actually really nice. I think we make this a nice attraction here. This also needs to be connected. Maybe we can even connect this with a pathway. You know, freaking normal pedestrian pathway. Like that. No, nope, doesn't seem to be working. That's fine, we can do that. Yeah, beautiful. I like it. Okay, next parks. Let's have a Japanese garden right there. I like that. Is that the Japanese? Yeah, there we go. And we could have something foresty going on, maybe around this area. Come on, right there. Last but not least, something for the other side. We have a dog park. That's always useful for a low density area, I would say. And with that out of the way, we are probably done. We need to wait a little bit now. So I'm gonna speed things up and check out the traffic once again. Yeah, check out the Modern Technology Institute. That's actually pretty great. Oh yeah, one more thing we shall not forget is add the district, of course. And it's gonna be the beach park, but with a double E. We only have 216 people at the moment here. They're building very slowly at the moment. We have no residential demand though. Yeah, let me maybe start beautifying this already. I want to go for a nice little tree that fits this area. Alright guys, I am back. We are almost in the plus again. You can see just barely, but we still have 8 million cash. So what the heck, don't even care about it. However, a new situation here has developed, which I don't really appreciate. So I think I want to make a slight change right here. I want to make this one way. Let me see. Maybe we can even do this with a highway. And one goes right here. The other comes from here, I guess, and goes right there. And this is hopefully gonna make it a little bit smoother, though this intersection is really, really bad, isn't it? Yeah, that's really not advantageous. We could do another connection right here. Okay, this actually improved the situation a little bit. I also want to make sure that nobody is turning left here. Everyone that comes from here should go right. Okay, and also these guys probably, they should go right there. Oh, now we have new problems right here. What are you guys doing? You are sometimes turning around. Ah, I don't like that. Nobody should be turning around here. So maybe if they really have the need to turn around, we can use the left lanes here. We could do that. Just go right over here. Oh, can I do this nicely? Oh yeah, something like that. Okay, so now people can turn around if they need to. There we go. That might have been the worst idea ever. Yeah, they kind of still get into each other's way. But at least we don't have any traffic issues here anymore, so that is good. But now we have to solve this shebang. So I don't want you to switch lanes here. Just remain on the lane you are and switch before that. Okay, that actually helped a little bit. What if we added some traffic lights here? This could be the ultimate thing to do right now. Yeah, I think for this particular intersection, the traffic lights actually really helped, except right now vehicles are still standing in the way. But usually it helps, and of course the vehicles standing in the way are those bastards. Yeah, not really the best idea to have this intersection. Let's get rid of that. I think I'm gonna fix that off camera, but you can see, for instance, right here, we don't really have serious traffic. We have a little bit right there, but people are getting along. But yeah, guys, I think with that out of the way, we are going to wrap it up. I'm gonna take myself the liberty of decorating this part, so in the next episode we can take care of something else. But for the time being, I'm pretty happy. And with that out of the way, let me thank you for watching, have a great time, and hopefully I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye bye.